This is gonna be my last video of the day. I just made like 5 of them. But I just want to say that on the days that you're not feeling very good, or the days you feel like nothing is working out, or the days that you feel like you're not enough or you're not doing enough, or all that lies, all those lies basically, because you are doing great, you are good enough, you are doing amazing things, you are. On those days that you're not, sometimes the best thing that you can do is drop the seriousness. Just drop it. Just allow yourself to play. And shout out to Jadina, the YouTuber. She has a very comforting vibe to her. She just be in her car. Like, it's so cool. Like, she just be in her car just chilling. She be sitting comfortably. But anyway, shout out to Jadina. She was talking about a balance between work, rest, and playing. And me, I'm a workaholic. I was raised to be a workaholic. Not necessarily hands-on. I was just raised that if you work hard, shit works out for you. And it does. But one thing my Dr. Johnson had to tell me was, Bradley, you need to rest. Okay? Because you've been through a lot. Okay? You've been through a lot. He even told me I had PTSD. I didn't even think I did. But he was like, yeah, you do. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, better at managing it now. So it wasn't an insult. He wasn't trying to come at me or anything like that. He was just being honest. I didn't think I did, because I was just like, what I went through wasn't that traumatic. It's like, it wasn't war. It was just, it wasn't war though, it was just a little gunshot. It wasn't anything crazy. But he was like, no, you've been through some really traumatic things, even way before that even happened to you, He was like, it happened when you were younger. You just don't think that you did because you gotten so used to being in an anxious state. But because I was so used to being in an anxious state, and because I am so used to being in an anxious state, and hyperdrive and overdrive and work, even when there quite literally just isn't any work to do, the answer is not more work. The answer is now rest or play. But if you're too tired to play, then you need to rest. And play doesn't always mean going out and doing stuff or playing video games. It just means lightening your load a little bit. Taking some time to just laugh, which is what I did with these videos. Like, everything doesn't always have to be the end of the world. Everything doesn't always have to be serious either. You can relax a little bit. I just sometimes I feel like I can't relax. I feel like I can't take a nap. I feel like I can't rest. I feel like it makes me uncomfortable to do these things. And it hasn't helped to be in the environment that I'm in. But I can't blame the environment for everything. At a certain point, I have to take ownership for it. You know what I mean? So it's like, this has something to do with me and my relationship with rest and relaxation, R&R. I'm so used to overworking or being prepared or preparing or training or just doing something. It's almost like I'm keeping myself busy from myself. There's something that I'm running from in rest, in relaxation. You're not lazy because you want to take a nap in the middle of the day and you're a content creator, or if you can take a nap in the middle of the day, you know how many people really want to take a nap in the middle of the day? They just feel like they can't because they won't allow themselves. You're a lot more free than you think. You're not a slave to your job. Your job needs you. Because if you didn't work, then the economy doesn't work. The employee is just as important as the employer. They just didn't tell you that they are. I remember when I got to college, shout out to Dr. Briscoe. She had told me, she was like, you're the student, but the student is just as important as the faculty. Want to know why? And we're like, why? She's like, because you guys pay for school. So if you didn't pay for it, we don't get paid. You guys are funding us. We work for y'all. And when I looked at it like that, I was like, that's an interesting way of looking at it. You need to perform better. How can you perform better if you're always overworking? If you're always work, your muscles don't ever have time to recover as you're working out. And that's with anybody who's working out. It's like rule number one of working out. Seriously. You gotta rest. Rest. Take a rest day. It's different if you're putting your muscles through stress for a specific reason. But if you're just stressing yourself out over something that you don't need to, take a nap. Watch some Netflix. It's not the end of the world if you take a day off. It's not the end of the world if you take a week off. People are like, well, I'll rest when I'm dead. Well, you very much might die very quickly because you don't want to rest. So yeah, that might actually come true. Hey, rest in peace, quite literally. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to rest. I'm going to relax. Who cares what the people think? Because if that's them, that's their stuff. They don't know how to rest. They don't know how to relax. So they might project onto you. But you don't stop what you're doing because you need to rest, because you know that you've been putting in some hard work. Have you not? You've been putting in work. It's time for you to take a little nappy nap, or eat some ice cream, or watch some Netflix. Just take the day off. Take the week off. Take a couple days off. Why not? Because the gag is, they need you to work. And if they really need you, they'll be flexible. And I think what people need is flexibility. If you're not paying somebody enough to do the job, why should they have to come in and work for all these hours and they're not getting paid enough for their work? They're coming home more stressed, can't rest, then they gotta go work again. And they still aren't getting paid for their efforts. No, niggas isn't lazy. Niggas is tired. And niggas need to sit down. Because niggas has been through a lot. So all you overachievers, because that's really what it is the overachievers. You gotta work. Why? Why? Because that's just what you're supposed to do. You don't even know why you work so hard. To keep the bills up. Are you broke? No. You have a stable job? Yes. So why are you worrying about paying bills? And your bills always get paid. So you're looking for things to stress about. So you like to stress. You don't like to relax. Not really. Yeah. Let me know if I'm hitting a nerve. You should be able to rest and relax and It shouldn't be uncomfortable to take a nap, bro. Kindergarteners be having to take naps. Bro, naps are important. Animals take naps. What the fuck do you think we are? You forget that humans are animals? We just have, I don't even want to say that we're outside of animals, because I feel like we can learn from them. We can learn from the things that are around us in our external world. So I'm not even going to try to put us at a higher category, because most of the time that lion is living better than us. That bird is living better than us, because if the bird wants to chill, the bird can chill. If the bird wants to fly, the bird can fly and leave whenever it wants. The only time it can't is when it's hurt. But if you think about it, we're the same way. So I need you to rest, Bradley Jackson, or whoever you are I'm talking to. Not because you're lazy, or because you're not good enough, or because you're a screw up. You are none of those things, because those are lies that were told to you. Why do you feel like they're telling you you're a screw up? Why do you feel like they're telling you you're lazy? Why do you feel these things? Why do you think they tell you this in the first place? Nobody's ever told me this, but I'm just saying, why do you feel like people say that in general? Sure, it might be projection, but it's because you're great. Most of the time, they just want to see you be great. So they put all this pressure on you, or you put all this pressure onto yourself and overwork, overachieve, and then you end up burning yourself out when you're supposed to be resting. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something as an athlete. If you are hurt, sit the fuck down. Don't keep playing. Fuck the machismo. Fuck the macho shit. Fuck all the tough shit. It's a game. At the end of the day, it's a game. The scout will understand you were hurt. And if he don't want to give you the scholarship because you're an athlete and athletes get hurt, and he still doesn't want to take a chance on you, then you ain't supposed to go there. That ain't the real dream school. That's a fantasy, but that's not the dream. The dream school is gonna want you, okay, well, when can you get better? I'll be better in the next month. Oh, that's great. All right, I thought you would say you were out for the count. Nah, just roll my ankle. Just roll my ankle. But you get what I'm saying? You don't want to be around nobody who makes you feel bad for getting hurt, man. If you're hurt, you want somebody to take care. Holy shit. Let me make sure you're good so that you can recover faster. How do you think you're going to recover faster if you're playing on the injury, man? Now, if it's like the Super Bowl or the championship and you want to go all out, okay. I still don't really advise it. But it's your choice and it's your life. But understand that you playing on this game and this championship and your rotator cuff is messed up, but you're about to go to college, don't get upset if I sit you down, because you're about to go to college and you're going to get to that championship, and that is going to outweigh this one. I'm going to tell you right now, because the world will know that championship. Only the town will know this one. Only the town. And once you make it to the NFL, they don't give a fuck about. I mean, you came from where you came from, but hey, the story is, my coach sat me down. My rotator cuff was hurt. I was pissed at him. He didn't let me play in the championship game. I mean, we won, but still, I had to sit down I had to be a place kicker. I don't know, but I couldn't pitch. Yeah, because you about to go to college and pitch for the World Series. And he can see that. A good coach can see that. And he's going to sit you down. Because this is high school. Out there, you get paid. You can get a deal. So fuck the bullshit. This is small. You can't see that. You can only see high school. You can only see this moment. You can't see college. You can't see the NFL. I mean, you see these things, but there's a journey, and you have to be 100% for that journey. You have to be 100% for this journey. So stop overworking yourself. Things are already in place for you. Just be. Just enjoy your life. Just love yourself. Just rest. If you're not able to do it, you're not able to do it, man. Just rest. That's all I gotta say today.